Hi everybody, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. Must be that time of month again because my Beer52 box has turned up, so it's time to do an unboxing of what's in this month's box. Let's get it open. It's always interesting. It's always usually beers I've never had before, or breweries I've never had before. So always quite fascinating to see what's in each month. So start with the magazine, Ferment, which always gives me an indication of what the beers are. So this says a Great European Road Trip. So I'm guessing these are just beers from around Europe. This time, always some snacks. So we've got Ollie's pretzel thins, sweet chili flavour, and we got some I like Grey's stuff. So Grey's salt and vinegar crunch, all like that stuff. It's on the floor now. That's fine. And the first beer is reminds me of the poor little Oscar that we've recently lost. Beer52 Brewery. Good start into dropping the beer. Beer52 Brewery, and this is called Scottish Wild Cat Robust Porter. It is a 5.5% porter. Never had anything from these guys before. They are based in where? Austria. Austrian brewery. Never had anything for those guys before. It's a porter, it's a dark beer. Love it already. Love it already. Right, session IPA called Green Day. 4.2% AB. I've had this before. 4.2% ABV. Hoppy, juicy, and cheeky session IPA from And Union. I'm trying to remember. And Union, the ones that just do the collaboration. I think these guys do a lot of collaborations, don't they? They're based in Germany, if memory serves me right, and they do a lot of collaborative beers. So this is obviously the. Do they do collaborative beers? I'm questioning myself now. But I've had this before. I have had this before. I think I've bought this in Home Bargains before. So that would have cost me less than £1. So that's interesting. Not saying Home Bargains are bad, because sometimes you do get some really good beers in Home Bargains. So maybe that's one of them. This is a beer called Phantom. It's a New England Pale Ale. It comes in at 5.3%. This is from the Pivovara Medvgrad Brewery, who are in Croatia. And I think I've had a couple of these before from the Croatian. I think Beer52 have had a Croatian box before, and I think so. I've had one from there, and I think I bought some separately to that as well. Produced by Is it that way? Produced by Ad Astra. Get it right in a minute. So produced by Ad Astra, which is that movie with Brad Pitt, isn't it? Brewery. It's a 5.4% land beer from Germany. Land beer. So land beer is land beer. It probably used to mean more than it does at the moment. Land beer just means beer of the land, and I think the land beer is just a. I think all the German regions or towns or cities used to make their own land beer, and it was a beer that was in the style of the local region. So South Germany, for example, might be quite malty and bitter, North Germany might be, because they take a lot of influence from Denmark, it might be one of their kind of a hoppy pilsner. So land beer depends. So it depends on whereabouts in Germany it is brewed and for what region it is brewed. So that's that one. Could be interesting. Dogmar Brewery Quasar Black IPA. So Dogmar, they're Serbian, I think. Yeah, from Serbia. Yeah. So Serbian Dogmar Brewery from Serbia. This is called Quasar, which is Black IPA. Black IPA, which is an interesting style. It's for me, it's just a hoppy. If you think about it as a dark hoppy beer. It's strange because you talk about dark and IPA, which is Indian Pale Ale, where it's, I don't know, I think it's a debate in this. Is it a black IPA? Is it Indian Black Ale? But they're just darker, so you get a little bit of the you should get a little bit of the malt just from the fact it's dark and it's using more malts to create a lot of that darkness. Plus it should bring in a lot of the hoppy flavours that you don't normally typically expect from an IPA. Ooh, I was going to lose it all backwards then. Danish or Swedish? I can never remember where these guys are from. I think it's pronounced. I think it's a Tuol, something like that. And I'm sorry for the bad pronunciation. And Danish. So Danish, and this is a red ice stout. So it's a coffee stout coming in at 5%. Tuol, I think, just doesn't mean two beers. That's where the name comes from. Again, they've been in a Beer52 box, and I've had a couple from them before. Decent brewer, absolutely decent brewer. Dougie's Wide Awake Double IPA. Double IPA coming in at 7.5%. And these guys are from Sweden by the looks of it. Looking forward to that one as well. And lastly, Nesta, a foreign extra stout, a tropical foreign extra stout, going at 6%. It's a nitro, and I promise on this one, I've had a few nitros and I always pour them wrong. I promise on this one I'll pour this nitro correctly. So foreign extra stouts, it's like Guinness. Guinness most famously probably do one, but there's quite a few brewers do foreign extra stout. Foreign because it was originally meant for export, and extra stout meaning stronger than a traditional beer or stout they would have done. So I'm guessing this has got some of those, as a stout would do, probably have some of those dark, potentially coffee or chocolate flavours, with some tropical fruit in there, some tropical notes in there. I'm just saying, you could have a quick look actually and just see if they put any. No, just water malts, rye malts, roasted barley, hops and yeast. So the hops, they'll be using the hops to get the tropical. I didn't have to put some juice something in there, but I haven't done. And this is from, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that brewer, so I do apologise, but I guess they're Polish. By looking at it, they're Polish. Yeah, you know, there's some interesting beers there. I'm looking forward to, over the next week or two, trying these and reporting back to you all on what they're like. Anyway, that's it for now. That's the March Beer52 unpackaging, unboxing, unzipping, unsellotaping. Yeah, until you see some reviews coming out. Cheers and all the best, everybody.